Rundown as we take a look at some of the best matchups that took place over the college football weekend. Now, the number 18 Wisconsin Badgers, fresh off a stunning upset to the Michigan Wolverines, were hoping to return to Madison in hopes of upsetting the number 14 ranked Buckeyes of Ohio State. But what about my upset pick of the week? Could the Bluegrass Boys of Kentucky go into Tuscaloosa, stun the number 2 Alabama Crimson Tide? Well, there's only one way to find out. Badger Country, hit 'em up! Wisconsin fans have been known to bump, jump on it over at Camp Randall Stadium, but they wouldn't be jumping right away as we go with 11:55 in the first quarter, and Chris Beanie Baby Wells takes it the distance. That's a 33-yard touchdown run, gets a big old hug from Brutus on the sideline, and just like that, Ohio State has a 7-0 lead, but Wisconsin would come back as Allen Everett finds Mickey Turner. Finds him in the end zone. Mickey Mouse excited there. Oh boy, got a touchdown. It's now 7-7. Wisconsin coming back in this one. We move on to the fourth quarter, and Ryan Pretorius from 34 yards out, he's good as gold, and Ohio State is up 13-10. Now that's a big field goal. Remember that a little bit later on, as here in the second half, PJ Hill, the big cheese in Wisconsin, goes the distance. That's a touchdown. It's now 17-13, but problems ahead for Wisconsin. Terrell Pryor, and he just eats other teams' dreams for breakfast. That is a 13-yard touchdown run. Ohio State, celebratory. They're celebrating. They win 20-17. John Parker Wilson kissing girls, kissing babies. Anyone think he could run for president? Well, now's certainly a good time as they take off in Tuscaloosa, and it would start off great as there goes Glenn Grande Decaf Latte Coffee, 78 yards. He keeps on running. Glenn Coffee with the 7-yard touchdown run, and Alabama off to a pretty nifty start. They're up 7-0. Then a little bit later on, problems for Kentucky when there's a fumble. Rolando Yippee-Ki-Yay McClain recovers it. That's another touchdown, and Alabama looks like they're about to roll. But here comes Kentucky. The Bluegrass Boys threatening as there's a 26-yard pass from Mike Hartline to Dickie Lyons. He takes it all the way for a touchdown. Kentucky right back in this ballgame, 14-7. Now we move on to the fourth quarter. A 24-yard attempt from Lane Tiffin. Now that's a big one because he was 0 for 2 previously in this game. And Kentucky with the last prayer of desperation, as that is a 48-yard touchdown pass. Mike Hartline to DeMario Ford. He goes in. Kentucky tries to get back in this game. Unfortunately, they cannot. My upset special goes down to two coaches hug it out on the sidelines, and that'll do it as Alabama wins 17-14. 3 big games to get jacked up about next week if you're a college football junkie like myself. Number 1, Oklahoma plays host to number 5, Texas in the Red River Shootout. Number 4, LSU will travel to the Swamp in Gainesville in a rematch game for the number 11 Florida Gators. But believe it or not, my game of the week takes place in Evanston, Illinois, the home of Buffalo Joe's, Lulu's Dim Sum, Flat Top Grill, and the 5-0 Northwestern Wildcats, who will upset number 23 Michigan State next week. Look for Northwestern coach Pat Fitzgerald to get the Cats to their first 6-0 start since 1962. I'm Ben Heisler, and you've just witnessed The Rundown.